السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم أخوكم البيبال، واليوم رجعت لكم في الجزء الثاني من عرض الجيم بلاي الخاص بريزدنت ايفل 4 ريميك. طبعا الجزء الأول كان موجود فيه حلقة المعلومات اللي مطورين كابكم يبون الناس تعرفه، وذكرت في ذاك المقطع عن سبب عدم وضع المقاطع كلها في فيديو واحد. فإذا ما شفتوا أتمنى أنكم الحين تدخلون على المقطع السابق وتشوفونه بشكل كامل. وبس خلونا نطالع اللقطات وبعدها نعلق معاكم. قبل ما ندخل في اللقطات حاب أذكركم بأن اللقطات اللي راح تشوفونها في المقطع هي لقطات صحيحة 100% من داخل اللعبة، يعني اللي ما يبي اللعبة تنحرق عليه يقدر يضغط على زر اللايك ويطلع من المقطع. طبعا المقطع بيكون مثل الجزء الأول بحيث أني بحط اللقطات لكم، وإن شاء الله بعدها راح أعطيكم تعليقي على اللقطات بشكل عام وبنفصلها بشكل سريع مع بعض. فخلونا نستعرض اللقطات معاكم ثم نتكلم عنهم ويا بعض.
Quest that we saw so
Absolutely.
far.
And you won't see the solution in this footage, but you will see sort of what's on the other end of this side quest for you.
Yeah.
The dog is hard to find. We are going to show the dog, but the way to find the dog will be, I guess, a little bit of a mystery. And also important to note, we turned left when we left that door. There is another path behind us if we were to turn right out of that door that goes into an underground tunnel that like takes you up through a well in the village. So there's a lot of paths available.
Yeah, like when we both came through here, we just assumed just the way the camera's framed. We're like, okay, it's the only way to go. But yeah, one of the producers pulled us aside and was like, hey, check this out. And we were like, oh, okay.
Not bad, right?
Here we go. We've got the village at night. That lady thought she could take a pitchfork to Leon. Didn't work out for her. And this is
I was gonna just comment on the rain. I know that there's a lot of talk about
Raingate.
Raingate. I do agree. I think it can be tuned down a little bit. It does feel like it is intentionally obfuscating the environment, and kind of adds to that tension. Like you can't see what you're shooting. I do agree, though, it's a bit much. And you know, it would be great, Marcus, if there's like a rain slider. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I just want a nice little downpour. As we see, I love the lighting in this game. You know, like it just the bloom on the flashlight and just how dark everything is. Like it just makes especially like interiors like this. If we lift Ashley up to do her thing, get Leon up there. Yeah, it just makes the interiors creepier. Like that, like the first time that owl made me jump because you just see the glowing eyes in the dark.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh my god, like what is that?
I will say there were a couple times when I was playing the demo where I was kind of in a very dark environment and Leon wasn't pulling up his flashlight, which is kind of frustrating. So I'm just kind of like clambering around in the dark. It was mostly like outdoor. Oh,
there he is,
the dog.
Look at that thing. It's got like weird. It looks like a scorpion tail. Now that I'm looking at it again. So yeah, Capcom also pointed out, for those wondering, that this dog is not the dog that Leon can rescue in the original game, because, you know, in this game he's presumably dead. So, you know, at the time we kind of were like, oh, maybe this is the dog, but they were very clear to point out, like, nope, different dog. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, that dog fight is pretty hard.
They also wouldn't definitively answer if it was the same dog in this game as in the old game. In terms of the one that's dead at the beginning of the game, they're like, maybe it's not the same dog, and it's like, okay.
So you see a blue medallion up there as Leon takes it out. So you see it's 1 of 5. So I asked Capcom about that because in the original game it was kind of like 15 in the same area, and they said that that side quest reappears in different parts of the map. So you're going to be shooting. It sounds like you're going to be shooting medallions outside of just like the village area. And they just sort of like divided them into like batches of 5.
You. Hey, listen, I bumped earlier. Yeah, about that.
Hey, I see you found your missing senorita.
Senorita has a name, Miss Ashley. You are?
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Very good questions. Unfortunately.
Hi, now.
Okay. It's game time.
And due to the cuts, there's a lot of that village before the bridge that we ran over that you can fight through and explore. Like there's a lot that they didn't show in this footage. It's where, at least during our playthrough, the brute first appears, the cow-headed enemy.
Right.
In that area just before the bridge that we crossed. But
yeah, because in the footage we've put out of this, people have seen the cow guy shows up in this fight,
here.
but you actually fight him well before this. So
yeah, so when
it
he
seems
shows
like
up in
he's
the
gonna
fight,
be what were we saying?
yeah, he's definitely a recurring enemy. But when he shows up in the fight, you've already had to fight him before, and so I feel like it's extra tense because it's like, oh my god, I got to fight this guy now.
Yes,
so.
I saw some people speculating that he might be a single persistent enemy that follows you. I'm pretty sure that is not the case. Yeah, I think he's just another enemy type.
I have killed him several times in different areas.
Yeah.
Just a new enemy type.
So this fight was pretty wild, as it is in the original, but even more so here. And there he is, Mr. Bullman. There's been a lot of like back and forth, like is he a cow, is he a bull? But I was like, he's got a horn there, not the a bull thing.
Well, a bull is just a cow. It's a male cow.
I mean, yeah, they're the same thing. But like bulls have horns.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fair. That's fair. Listen,
he's got a single horn there. It looks like as Leon just gets pummeled.
And yeah, that's the end of the action gameplay we've got to show off. This is a look at putting gems inside of treasures to increase their value. Of course, if you different combinations of gems net you different bonuses. There are now customized cases that have different bonuses. So like the black case has an increased drop rate for L resources. And you can pick up charms as well, a little chicken charm. The charms and the cases, they give you little passive bonuses.
Yeah. And you can do that stuff in the typewriter menu, as you saw. So you can't do that all the time, just when you reach those save points.
طبعا هني خلصنا اللقطات اللي تم الكشف عنها لريزدنت ايفل 4 ريميك. في البداية كلكم لاحظتوا شلون ليون قاعد ينخش ويتسلل عشان يقتل الزومبي بالعدول، وهذه الميزة لأول مرة راح يضيفونها في أحد أجزاء الريميك، واللي فعلا تثبت أن اللعبة في تطور كبير عن السابق. يعني أقدر أقول أن ريزدنت ايفل 4 ريميك قاعدين يقدمون فيها تطورات مهارية حق ليون، وقاعدين يقدمون بعض الأشياء اللي ممكن تخلي اللعبة تمشي بشكل أفضل من الكلاسيك. وحتى الأجواء الليلية في القرية الموجودة في اللعبة تمثل جزء كبير من قوة الجرافيكس والرعب اللي بيصير في اللعبة. وحتى بيت الشيف مندس لو لاحظتوا صار أكبر وأفخم من السابق، واللي كنت أتمنى أنه يخلونه يلحقنا في البيت عشان يدخلون أجواء الرعب عنده، وبتخلي اللعبة في قوة مرعبة أكثر في سياقها الجديد. وعندكم بعد رؤوس الزومبي اللي يطلع فوق راسهم البلاقة الغريبة، هذه تطورت في الريميك بشكل أكبر وصارت أخطر وأقوى من الكلاسيك، وقواتهم طبعا وبلا شك أحسن من قبل بمراحل كبيرة. والأهم من ذي كله عرضوا لنا طريقة القتال اللي بتصير مع ليون ولوش سيرة، واللي صار فيها تغيير بنسبة كبيرة جدا وحماسية أكثر. والأفضل من ذي كله أنهم ضافوا خاصية أو حركة جديدة ما كانت موجودة في الكلاسيك، وهي أنك تقدر تحط خشب على الدريشة أو النافذة اللي في البيت عشان تمنع الزومبي من الدخول وتخليهم يتأخرون على ما يدخلون عليهم. وهذه الحركة ممتازة بمعنى الكلمة وحبيتها الصراحة. على الأقل ما بيصير فيه حشرة من الزومبيز وبيكون الوضع أسهل لنا في القتال. فخبرونا عن رأيكم في هالشيء في التعليقات. كمية التطورات اللي صارت ما بين اللعبتين ملحوظة بشكل كبير، واللي فعلا يحمسنا أكثر حق اللعبة أن باقي لها تقريبا 40 يوم وبنلعبها بشكل رسمي. إن شاء الله راح ألعبها معكم في بث مباشر يومي إلى ما نختمها في شهر رمضان، واللي أتمنى من الجميع حضور البث المباشر عشان نستمتع معكم ونجربها مع بعض. وأكيد راح تستمتعوا معي في السوالف وطريقة الجيم بلاي اللي راح أشارككم فيها عبر البث المباشر، فترقبونا قريبا. وبس هني وصلنا لنهاية المقطع. أتمنى أنكم تسوون لايك والاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل زر الجرس عشان يوصلكم كل جديد عن القناة. وأتمنى بعد أنكم تضيفوني في حساباتي في الانستغرام والتيك توك عشان نتوسع بشكل أكبر ونفتح لكم بثوث في كل برامج. وكان معكم أخوكم البيبال، ومع السلامة شباب.